This is A Drink with the Hurricane, the talk show discussing all things growing your home care business. But I wanted to explain this to you so that we're set. Also notice how I went right into the presentation. What did I not do? I didn't get into price. That's one thing I did. What else did I not do? I didn't read it. Right, that's a big one. I had this memorized. So if you notice this right here, I'm flipping from page to page. I'm showing her stuff. There's bullets on here. The bullets I'm just speaking about. Customary. What's another thing that I didn't do? I didn't take what? Somebody said it? I didn't what? I didn't give her the binder. Definitely. Control, right? That's a control thing. I didn't fill out the intake form. I didn't fill out my assessment. I didn't go right into it. I'm holding on to that later. I'm going to come back to that for a reason why. But a lot of companies go in, they show them their brochure, and then they go right into filling out the intake form and everything else. I'm going to do that at the end, all right? So we continue to do it, blah, 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 blah. Okay, great. Now I'm going to talk about our credentials here, all right? And so just so that you are aware, every person who works at CareChoice, these are our employees. So we do not send out contractors. These are our people. They work for us. They have to pass background checks, social security checks, criminal checks. We check with the state, the federal, and the local level. So we make sure every I is dotted, every T is crossed. We also go through a training, a very rigorous training when they come in and they work for us. In this situation here, based on what I'm seeing, I want to have somebody who has more experience coming in. So this is going to be one of our experienced caregivers to start everything out, because we want to make sure everything is set safe and sound, because I don't want you coming back to the hospital. Does that sound good to you? We want to keep you home?
That sounds okay, and I want my daughter to not be mad and upset. So
Aww.
I'll do it.
I love you, Mom.
I love you.
Love you too.
I love it, and that's exactly it. Let's get you home and keep you there. All right, so all of our hourly caregivers, they show up. We have a time and telephony system that they're going to clock in and clock out, so we know they arrive on time. They use the house phone, so we know that they're where they're supposed to be, when they're supposed to be there. We also have bonding and insurance. Here's a copy of our bonding and insurance. We have $3 million liability. God forbid something happens, we're covered. We have $500,000 in bonding in case something is broken or damaged or, God forbid, missing in the home. We cover it. We also have workers' compensation that's right over here. In case something happens to the caregiver, we are responsible. And here's a copy of our tax identification number. Here's a copy of our tax identification number and our license for the state of New Jersey, all right? Moving forward here, let's continue. At the end, when I'm finished, I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions, finding out more about the situation. Height, weight, date of birth, what's the situation going on in the household, emergency contact information, everything that I need to know. So if you decide to move forward with us, I have everything I need so I can pull the trigger and staff it accordingly. Sound good?
Absolutely.
All right, good. Moving forward here, blah, 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 blah. All right, something that a lot of folks are concerned about when there's somebody as a paraplegic is that they're concerned with fall risks. We specialize in fall prevention. So one of the reasons why the social worker probably told you to contact us is because you're worried about something happening in the home. The first thing we're going to do is a modified safety inspection. We're going to make sure the house is properly safety proof so that we reduce the likelihood of an injury occurring. We're also, if we have enough time, we're going to bring the care coordinator, who's the manager of all of our caregivers here, to meet with mom and you together and work out with the therapy team. So this way they know exactly what is needed to continue the progress to get you home, Mrs. Smith, and keep you home. Sound good? And then afterwards, when in the home, we're going to do New Jersey. We have a nurse that comes out. She makes a formalized plan of care. This way, it's designed to help mom with everything that she needs, but leave her as independent as possible for her own autonomy and dignity. Sound good?
That's amazing.
Awesome. All right, and so then when it comes to our prices, right over here with everything, I always save the best for last, all right? Let me show you this right over here. This is, what's in this one right here? Sorry. There we go. This is a copy of the MetLife survey of long-term care cost. If you skip through to New Jersey, the average price, blah, 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 flipping the page, right? The average price of a caregiver in the state of New Jersey is $37 per hour. All right, when you compare this to our rate based on the situation here, we are only $41 an hour. So we're a little bit more than the average, but we have everything we need to take care of your mother and get her home and keep her safe and sound. Any questions?
Who's paying for that? I don't have that kind of money.
It is all taken care of. All right?
Yes.
Do you have any questions for me?
No, not at this time.
Excellent. Is it all right if I ask you some questions? Boom. Now I go into the intake form. This is a sales technique that's called letting people think about the price. You let the people think about the price. Why do you let them think about the price? Because I just told her it's $41 an hour. I just said the average is what, 36 I said, or 37, something like that, right? So I just went significantly higher because this is a medically complicated case. You remember I showed you over there sliding scale, so I added some dollars to those hours for it. So I just said what the hourly rate was going to be. Now they're going to sit on that price for a while because it takes like 15 minutes to fill out an intake form, doesn't it? And I'm going to ask all of those questions, the height, weight, date of birth, everything else. I'm going to ask all of that because it's important that I need to know all of that. But the whole time, the family's going to be sitting there. Kate is going to be thinking to herself, this is really thorough. He knows what he's talking about. I like the way he interacted with my mom. We have to get this started. This might be the right company for us. And even though it's a little bit more than I'm looking to spend, this might be what we need for right now. That's all that we're trying to accomplish. And she's thinking about it as I go through. I start talking about what I'm going to do in the safety inspection. I start talking about what the onboarding process is going to be like. I start talking about making equipment recommendations so that we can make sure that mom is going to be able to get home and stay home. All of this happens now, not with the binder. Now at the very end, oh, and you like that price comparison, by the way?